Hey guys, Ryan here with the programming for the week of May 6th. We see we got some new slide format here. Hopefully, this will be easier to read when you're in class, and it gives you a little bit more information as well too. You see on Monday we are starting with a deadlift sequence here, working down into the lowest rep scheme we've seen in a while here. So at blue and purple, getting down to some heavy doubles. Everybody else is going to be 3 sets of 8, 3 sets of 6. You may find that from the last time you did a deadlift test, if you were doing a set of 5 to put you on the map, you may be doing more than that weight that you did for that set of 5 for your sets of 6. If that's the case, make sure you record that in your level method login information in your level method website there. And you could even take this day as a testing day if you wanted to log that 5, or maybe you wanted to work up to a single instead of that heavy double there. Looking at the slide, just to orient you to it, all the information there is pretty much what you would expect, but you'll see in the right-hand corner, these red text there. That's just telling you it's going to take about 12 minutes or so to work through this deadlift sequence by the time we're done with it. All right, so from there, we'll go to our workout, which is an interval-based workout. It's going to be mostly cardio. So the level considerations here say the neurological and core endurance. That's because we've got jump rope in it. And it says lactic tolerance in regards to thrusters. So that's the idea that can you find something that you're going to be able to push fairly hard for a minute with and keep those thrusters moving the entire minute. So keeping those in mind when you're figuring out the right level here. But overall, the level that's appropriate for you is going to have more to do with your API, your aerobic power interval score. In the right-hand corner, you've got the red font. That's telling you about how many reps to expect to get through this workout. So you've got 4 rounds of a minute of work at 3 different movements: rowing, double unders, and thrusters, with 30 seconds of rest in between. Pretty obvious this is going to be an aerobic day. That's why that aerobic power intervals is really going to be the best guess of your performance that day. Extra credit, mostly core work there. It's actually all core work there. The ring body saw, it's kind of like a ring crunch. You got your feet in the rings, but instead of crunching, you're actually on your forearms, kind of using your lats to saw back and forth. Coaches will demonstrate that if you end up wanting to do that day. And then skills acceleration will be double unders, because we won't have a whole lot of time in class between the deadlifts and that interval-based training workout, which is going to take some time to really go in depth with double unders. We'll just have enough jump rope work to get you warmed up, but we may not be able to do skill work there. So we'll do that in the skills acceleration time. For the confidence for Monday, for our CBC workout, this is a really confidence like workout. To me, this is the epitome of a confidence workout. You've got to pace yourself for 12 minutes of work before you get a rest period. And that 12 minutes of work includes a lot of functional movements, holding and carrying stuff around. This is kind of what we would expect from a confidence workout. Everything fits that intention very well. On Tuesday, we're going to have a strength portion, but our strength portion period is going to be gymnastics practice. So this 10-minute alternating EMOM is going to start the day. It's kind of in place of if we were doing a strength portion. And you'll see in the red there, we're looking for quality with this. That's kind of what we're expecting to get out of this workout here. So the first minute, you're doing some type of false grip ring row. We'll teach you what the false grip is, and we've got a tempo that you'll be doing with that. So that's going to be 5 reps for most people of a 20-second pull and a 2-second pull and 2-second descent with 0 rest at the top or the bottom, which means you kind of keep moving like a piston, but a very methodical 1,001, 1,002 to get to the top, 1,001, 1,002 to get to the bottom. As soon as you're done with that, you're going to jump on the rings and start to stabilize yourself. If you have to use some type of scaling for that, you'll do that with either putting your feet on the floor on the box there, but trying to get your arms to do most of the work there. And that external rotation is getting the thumb to basically start to point away from your body, and your palms start to face forward on that. That helps keep the rings squeezed in. So that's 1 minute of work, not much rest before you go to the next minute of work. And that's going to be 50 seconds of combined hollow rock and Superman position. And when you do that, you're not going to have much rest before you get to the next minute, which goes back to the ring rows. So you're going to keep alternating between that for 10 minutes, which means you'll get 5 attempts at each of those. And then from there, we're going to use kind of the skills we used on the rings to balance and to work on our poles and translate that to the workout. A quick workout here, you'll see expected time is about 4 to 6 minutes there. And that term trickle down is basically the name of the workout. So Level Method loves to name all their workouts. So this is a name that they gave this workout, and you'll see that in all the other slides as well. We always do a little bit of tweaking, so I can't guarantee that this is the exact trickle down that all other Level Method gyms are doing, but kind of a fun thing to do there. So 12-9-6, quick workout, 4 to 6 minutes here of some type of big pull, either muscle ups or pull-ups or jumping pull-ups, and then some type of push. The muscle ups include the push, or you're doing ring dips or push-ups or something like that. Alternating that with snatches on each side from the hang position, not from the floor. That will keep them pretty quick. You'll do 12 on one side, then 12 on the other, get back to your muscle ups or your pull-ups, and then cycle through that. So this will be a pretty quick workout here. We'll continue to blow up those arms that day with all the pulling and stuff. So we'll finish with some extra credit of hammer curls and tricep extensions. And then skills acceleration will be muscle up transitions. Even if you don't have the muscle up and it's going to be a while before you have it, the muscle up transition practice is still great upper body work. All right. So definitely want to check that out no matter who you are. It's a lot of fun with the muscle up transition class. Tuesday, vital commitment. We are in vitality month, which means we'll test on vitality at the end of this month. Vital commitment actually really exemplifies what you would expect from a vitality workout, ramping up in that work. So you start with a minute of work at each station and work your way down to 30 seconds of work at each station. So that means that 30 seconds looks a lot different than your minute of work. And you'll see that's going to happen by changing the types of movements we do at each station. So it's really easy to ramp up in that intensity there. Wednesday in CrossFit, we're going to do front squats. Same thing kind of applies as to what we did with deadlifts on Monday. So check out the beginning of this presentation to learn more about that. Again, it's going to take about 12 minutes to work through this strength portion. The workout is a 10-minute AMRAP. I love the way this is structured. You start out with doing some amount of ab mat sit-ups, then wall balls, and then less ab mat sit-ups, but stay consistent through the wall balls. So it allows the intensity to stay pretty consistent through this. And then after you finish your wall ball sit-up combination, there's still going to be time remaining in that 10-minute AMRAP. You use that remaining time to do some core work, toes to bar, knees to elbows, something like that. And you see what would be expected would be about 20 reps in that to finish with that core work there. Skills acceleration, no extra credit that day. So just skills acceleration, another day to work on our kipping and toes to bar. For our hump day hit class in Stanton, we've got a very aerobic-based class here that day. It's got a little bit of a confidence feel, and we've got some holds in it, but the holds aren't very long, so you get to kind of push yourself with this. It's more about getting that breathing right during all this work you're going to be doing. So there's no set rest period, but you will get rest at each of these movements. So the way this works is the clock's going to beep every 3 minutes. That's what the E303 means, every 3 minutes on the 3 minutes. So you start out by rowing 400 meters, jump off that rower, grab a heavy pair of dumbbells that you can barely hold on for 30 seconds and hold on to them in the farmer's carry hold. And then you'll have some time to rest. Take advantage of that rest. The clock beeps again at the next 3 minute point, and you're going to knock out 40 wall balls. Nothing else going on there. Just get your 40 wall balls done and then rest. And then you got ski erg for 300 meters and a squat hold for 30 seconds. Get your rest in. And then you're going to be planking for 2 minutes at the next 3 minute interval. Maybe you can get all 2 minutes done at once and then give yourself a full minute of rest. Or maybe you want to tackle this by doing a minute of plank, 30 seconds of rest, a minute of plank, and then have 30 seconds before you get to the second round. You can kind of play with that. Or you can just, if you're not going to be able to make it 2 minutes of planking and get enough rest in, then you're just going to do a 2-minute effort trying to get as much planking in as you can during those 2 minutes, and then take a minute of rest before you start the next round. Thursday, CrossFit, we've got our functional bodybuilding day, starting with strict pull-ups or tough banded pull-ups. We don't get to use banded pull-ups that often, so I know a lot of people like those days when we get to do that. The strict pull-ups have a little twist where you have to hold at the top for a couple of seconds before you go on to that next pull-up. Then we've got a little bit of cardio and kettlebell swing technique going on there with one-arm swings. Turkish sit-up, very interesting move there, really makes sit-ups quite challenging. So come check those out. And then we'll be working on tightening those backsides with our single leg glute bridges that are going to be weighted. There's not much pressing that day, so we'll use our extra credit to work on the upper body push there and some shoulder work, and no skills acceleration that day. So just plenty of time to work on extra credit. Vitality that day. This is Vitality Month. This really epitomizes vitality. So on Monday, we had a confidence one that really epitomized confidence. It's all about functional strength, carrying things and holding good form and posture. And this vitality, it's all about pacing yourself. There's a lot of work to get done that day. There's no real period where you actually get to stop and catch your breath. So it's all about pacing here. And then Friday. So chance to do some Olympic lifting work here. If you're proficient with the clean or the clean and jerk, you get to do kind of a clean jerk complex there. Clean plus hang clean plus jerk, or power clean plus hang clean. Everybody else will be working on power cleans, pulling from the floor, or hang power cleans, and making sure you're dialing in that technique. And you'll work through a number of reps every minute on the minute for 10 efforts there. And so you'll see it takes about 10 minutes to get that done. Then we got a workout that's got this. You're going to take what you've learned from the cleans and the strength portion and apply it to this workout. We're going to do hang squat clean. So you will be introduced to the squat clean in all of our classes, no matter what level you are. You may not be doing, the idea is you're not going to be perfect at the squat clean. It takes a while to master that, but you're going to start getting comfortable cleaning something up and then passing through a full squat. And the weights are light enough that you'll be able to manage that. So 3 rounds of hang squat clean, some box jumps, and bar facing burpees. And then you're going to rest for a little bit. And then at the 10-minute point, you're going to do 3 rounds of those same movements again, but at heavier weights and a higher box if you can. And total, this is going to take about 16 or 17 minutes to get this done. Extra credit, we're going to work on the pulling motion. So earlier in the week, we did some extra credit. We were pushing. Today, we're going to be pulling on Friday. Barbell rows and ring rows, burning out those arms and lats. And then the skills acceleration will be squat cleans, because we're going to be doing squat cleans in the workout. So for Friday, we've got a commitment workout. This past week, we did tuck jump overs and a confidence workout. So now in this commitment workout, we're going to do tuck jump overs. So maybe that means you get to go a little bit heavier this week if you did it last week, and be able to compare the two. Kettlebell alternating bent row, that's where you have 2 heavy kettlebells in front of you, because this is a commitment. Kind of in a sumo stance, you're bracing your core and your arms are like pistons. As one arm drives up, the other arm's pushing into the kettlebell that's on the ground, and then you switch. So a chance to kind of go heavy with those bent rows. Med ball clean, something we don't do a whole lot of. We usually do a slam ball clean and throw. The med ball clean takes a little bit more technique, because the wall is light, but you want to stay proficient at it so you can get as many reps in as possible and keep that technique looking good. So expect some detailed discussion on that in the warm-up, more than you would normally expect from a CVC class that day. And then plank walkovers on the plates, and we'll have ways to scale that up if you need to scale that up to get to your 8 to get for that commitment intention. Lifting this week will be the snatch, since we're not hitting it anywhere else in the week. And we're actually kind of work on lots of different aspects of the snatch, including the snatch grip deadlift. So understanding how to maintain back position with that wide snatch grip. And then the 9:00 a.m. level method testing class will be group 1. So that's the very top list on the map there. Front squat, upper body pull, combine those 2 for your version of Fran that you're going to do for your lactic tolerance test. And then we'll end the week in CVC with another confidence workout. One, again, that kind of really has great confidence movements that represent the intention very well. Banded bear crawl, plate walks. It's all about maintaining good back position there and then pacing properly on the step ups. And then that combination of an explosive movement and pacing with the slam ball clean. Hope everybody has a great week. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.